Welcome back to another episode of Excuse My Grandma. It's Kim and my co-host,
Grandma Gail.
We are here in Palm Beach recording the podcast. Before we get into everything we've been up to, please make sure you are following the podcast. If you're not sure how to do that, ask your relatives, or just, it's that three little dots on the top right, it should be, corner of wherever you're listening, and make sure you are pressing follow so those episodes come up every week. Leave a review and a rating if you can, and make sure to follow us on social media. It's Excuse My Grandma. My personal account is Kim Merstein. Okay, let's get into it. You may, if you are watching the episode either on YouTube or Spotify, or watching the clips, you see that we are recording in Grandma's in Palm Beach, not in our studio, which is fun. It's a little homey.
It's homey, but it was very complicated for you to set it up. You did a great job. We've got cameras and stands all over the place.
Well, you walk in and you're like, why isn't it done yet? Let's go. I'm like,
it's hard.
It actually, even if I was going on hyperspeed, would take a substantial amount of time.
Yeah, I understand why these people who photograph get all the big bucks, because this is very difficult between the light and the situation of where the cameras are. It's really quite what would you say?
Production.
Skill. It's a skill how to do it.
Well,
did a good job. Hopefully, we'll see at the end of this how everybody enjoys it.
Well, if not for this, we were doing it virtually last week, and
I thought that looked good.
I thought that stress and complication of getting that set up, because I wasn't here to help you on your end, I had to hop on a flight to Palm Beach just to avoid that, because I wasn't supposed to come down this weekend. But when I saw the results of the videos and things you were sending me, I was like, I gotta come down.
I thought they were pretty good, guys. I didn't mind it, but all right. You're here and you got 3 of the most beautiful days. These are really, I hope it lasts a little bit in the winter when all the kids come down here and want to go swimming, because this has been ideal 80-degree weather and the ocean is so beautiful.
Yeah, it's been really nice out, and I could enjoy a little bit of it, but I also am here to get content done with you.
Well, we've done a lot.
Although it's been hard to go around your schedule. You've had your cards,
I have to play, have a bridge game, and I had some cards.
You had parties
you weren't
at
scheduled.
night?
You weren't scheduled to be here, so I had some things. Thank heavens, I had some things lined up. Otherwise, Grandma would be sitting and watching Amazon all day.
Yeah, just because you're on vacation doesn't mean we don't have work to do.
That's true. Okay, let's get to the whole story now.
The whole story is we're going to talk about Thanksgiving. Okay. So you guys have about a week to prep, being with your families and all the conversations that come up around that.
That's not really that long to prep. I think people have been prepping for weeks for Thanksgiving, between menus and getting everybody's travel plans together. We've been talking about it for at least 6-7 weeks.
Thanksgiving? Oh, you mean you guys have. I'm not part of the planning process.
No, but families who get together, they come from all different areas. They don't all necessarily live in the same community. And everybody's got to make a plan when they get there, and, all the logistics of getting in the car with the kids or the dog or whatever you're doing. So it does take planning when you go on these holiday things, especially for a short 4-day or 3-day weekend. Because it really is not, it's Thursday. A lot of people have to go to work. Friday is a big day in a lot of businesses. So it's really not a whole weekend that you get off.
True.
Big retail day, actually.
True. It's always nice to celebrate Thanksgiving. The thing is, in our family, we see each other very frequently anyway.
Lucky. Yeah.
So it doesn't feel much different than a normal family dinner.
Yeah, but I'm really, actually this year, I've got one grandchild that's not going to be with us for the holiday because she's going with her mom and their extended family. It's not like when all the kids were little that everybody really did it together. And that is something I do miss, but I will see that grandchild another day over the week.
I get it. Like, it's nice to all be together at the same time.
But it becomes very hard because it just, first of all, nobody's house can accommodate so many people.
Also, like, Thanksgiving can definitely bring up those controversial or crazy conversations for a lot of family members who, like, have different values, especially. I just feel like for us, because we're always like having those conversations.
Correct.
Thanksgiving is nothing new. There's no new pressure here.
Exactly.
I mean, you guys listening have already had a glimpse of our family dinners, like for our 200th episode when we had our family dinner. It's a lot of characters. Everyone has something to say. There'll be a lot of talk, and we'll get to how to.
We're not going to solve anything. Probably.
At our table, probably not. And let's not pretend we're traditional for Thanksgiving. Like we're going to a restaurant. So it's not necessarily.
We're going to a restaurant because we really can't. None of us can cook for all those people anymore. I'm too old, and I don't want to do it.
But most people have families in the kitchen cooking all day.
Yeah.
Like, I think the point is that you guys don't want to do the cooking and the cleanup and the work behind it.
That's true.
You just want a reservation to just show up and to go home.
I could go to my coffee shop and have a sliced turkey sandwich
That's
and just
not
be as happy.
the point of Thanksgiving.
I know. Well,
it's supposed to be everybody's working towards something throughout the day, and it's
that never happens. It's always one or two people in the kitchen, everybody else drinking or watching a ball game in the living room, and that we're over that. They can watch the ball game, and then we'll go for dinner. All of us.
I think I just want Thanksgiving to feel like a Hallmark movie.
Well, Hallmark movies are lies.
You watch them all day.
I watch them all the time. I love them. I go to sleep with watching it, but they're so fabricated. Nobody should ever think. This is one of the things I want people out there. That is not real life. So it's fun. It's something to look at and laugh at and love, but don't expect that to be reality. There's no everybody getting along. Everybody, the dog is happy, the mother's happy, the father's happy, the children are happy. Nobody's fighting. That's baloney. Reality is you have conflicts. You have different issues at a table. You have different desires, and the restaurant will be just fine.
Excuse my grandma, guys. She just doesn't even believe in love anymore.
I believe in love, but you have to be realistic.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just more sentimental than you. Like, usually on Thanksgiving, I say, let's go around the table and say what we're thankful for. And you all have that reaction like, oh no, we're not going to do that.
Here we go again.
Except my other grandma. She usually likes to do that as well.
She loves that.
Yeah.
She loves that. She's very good at that. She'll probably write a poem or something.
Right.
She's very creative and does that very nicely.
Yeah. So
then she gets hysterical, so it doesn't matter.
We'll see what happens this year. If we were to cook, would you trust me with a Thanksgiving recipe?
I rather doubt it, unless you're making salmon. It's the only thing you make. I mean, if you made turkey or chicken, maybe I would trust you. You have not given me confidence in your cooking skills.
How do you know what I make?
Because you show me that you eat salmon every night. There's always fish in the house. I think actually, you want to know something very constructive that I think I'm going to say this Thanksgiving? I think I should give you a credit at a cooking class. I think that would be something
We're
that
getting
would be
gifts
very
on
good
Thanksgiving?
for you. That's a giving thing.
Oh.
I think that's a very good thing. But to learn how to basic cooking.
I actually like cooking.
I know you do, but you have to have the skill to know how to do it. And I think you would be very good at it. You're very intellectual. So you can follow my mother used to say, get the New York Times cookbook and follow it, and anybody can be a cook. And I think that still applies, or The Joy of Cooking, those old-time cookbooks that are very well written, very easy to understand, not the fancy French ones, because that you have to be a chef. But just a plain, even Ina Garden's cookbooks are very easy.
Yeah, just some background. Like Grandma and I sometimes do cooking videos on our TikTok and Instagram, and we call it "Excuse Our Cooking" because
we're both mess up.
We both are a little messy. What do you think? Could I make an apple pie?
I wouldn't go for the pie so fast.
Oh.
I would go for the sweet potato casserole first. Go up on the easier things, or maybe
that's your dish, though.
I know. Well, I'm not cooking. I'm handing it over to you now. Next generation.
I literally have a table that fits two people at it, so I don't know how that's going to happen.
Back to the restaurant.
I guess so. Do you think, are you going to dress up for Thanksgiving?
Oh, yeah, I'll put something nice on.
Are we all in sweats?
No, we're not. And I don't think, by the way, that's appropriate. I think holiday time, it doesn't, even if it's matching sweaters like Christmas sweaters or Thanksgiving finery, you don't have to wear a tie and jacket to somebody's house. You could, but a nice shirt for the men and a pair of khaki pants or nice jeans, not sloppy, ripped up jeans where your pants are falling down. And I think the girls and the women should be wearing either a nice little skirt or a pair of slacks with a nice top. I think it should be a festive occasion. It's like you wouldn't come down looking messy for Christmas dinner. And I don't think Thanksgiving should be any different. I don't think any holiday should be any different. And I basically think it makes everybody get in the mood. Don't you think?
Yeah, when everyone's a little dressier.
Yeah, put a little makeup on, fix your hair.
I mean, when we're eating at home, I feel silly wearing a dress or something.
No, but we always wore a nice sweater or pants when we were in the country.
Yeah.
We never came in sweats. I mean,
No.
I don't think after somebody puts so much effort into the day,
Right.
but so many of you are wonderful bakers and you put and wonderful cooks on your own, and you put all this time and energy in, and it's disappointing if a family comes in with dirty clothes and sloppy shoes and all
Right.
that. I think it's disrespectful, actually. So let's try to make it a little more holiday-ish.
Yeah, maybe we can post some videos
We
with
will.
outfit ideas.
Right, that's a good idea. That's very good, Kim.
What was Thanksgiving like growing up in your house as a child?
Well, growing up as a child, we lived in a house, so we had a big dining room, and we had all the cousins. And unfortunately, I'm going to say this, it's sort of sad when I reflect, I don't have anybody left. I have a few relatives left of that original batch that we shared. My parents are gone. I have one brother that's gone. I have cousins that are gone. So it's really not the same. But we all sat with our grandparents. Our grandparents would come up to the suburbs, and I had two sets of grandparents. They lived to be in their late 90s, so we were very privileged, and we would all sit around the table. And the difference is, and somebody asked me this, I had one grandfather who was very, very smart. He was an immigrant. He was self-educated. He became a very successful businessman. And he would come up once a weekend to our house, and he would ask all the grandchildren to stand and on Sunday for lunch, because we always had Sunday lunch
I feel like
together.
you've said this, yeah.
And he would say, "What have you done this week?" And we'd have to stand and talk about it. And it made us feel, and I was thinking, that's how people stay informed. You have to, he was interested. It was before all the phones and
Well, you would think those things come up naturally without having to stand up and do it, but maybe not. Like,
well, he was a very formal person.
Yeah, okay.
He was from a different time.
Yeah.
I mean, let's face it.
Should we bring that back?
I think it would be nice if a grandparent or an aunt and uncle did talk to the younger generation at least once a week and say what's up in your life. Because there's so many things that are, with social media and all these other factors that influence young people today. They're troubled. And I think an older person can sometimes steady the ship.
Do you remember your first Thanksgiving bringing Poppy home?
Well, I didn't bring Poppy home till we
Did you
were
go
married.
So when you were married, did you just merge with his
Yeah,
family?
exactly.
Oh, so you didn't have to go alternate.
No, first of all, we were
Thanksgivings.
only engaged 3 months.
No, but I'm saying
And prior, we didn't do it. No, we didn't do that. We didn't merge until we were merged.
No, because a lot of families now, or couples that I'm friends with, especially if their families live in different places, they're not merging their families for Thanksgiving. They'll go to one family one year and one family the other
that's
year.
if you're in different cities and that, or
No, but even if you're in the same city, let's say you have 50 cousins and
then
he has
they have
50
to share
cousins.
holidays. Exactly. It becomes, we were very fortunate all the way around. We always managed to have all the different families, always were accommodating and wanted to be together. So we all made it work. It wasn't always the fanciest kind of dinner, but we all managed to get together. But what happens is when it becomes too big and too extended, it's very hard. So you have to learn how to share. We're not in the position of sharing. We somehow keep it all together.
Yeah.
Still.
Well, also because you are friends with my other grandparents.
Yes.
So
Yes.
that was able to happen.
Well, we all lived within 40 minutes of each other, so we took rides and we made sure that we would make sure that date was cleared, who was going where, and we'd all do it together. And it was good for the children and good for the families. If it's not feasible, you can't have guilt over it, so you go one holiday there and one holiday to the other side.
Yeah.
I think that's what a lot of people do now, and I can understand that.
I think another
People can't get hurt. That's the whole issue. One family can't be insulted.
Okay.
Hopefully, that unless they have no place else to go, and then if they have no place else to go, they should be included.
Right. So if they're not included? Obviously, they have the right to be upset that their child isn't coming with them.
Oh, absolutely. They should always be included. If parents are left alone or grandparents are left alone, that's inexcusable.
Yeah.
Inexcusable. But if families branch out and break off and they're, some go here and some go there, that's just part of life.
Yeah. Because another conversation I'm always seeing people having, especially when they have been dating for a while, but maybe they're not engaged or married yet, like, are you bringing someone home for the holidays, or are you just going to let them go off with their family and kind of do it separate?
Well, I think that's very individual. I think if you're not engaged, then and you're just boyfriend and girlfriend, he should go with his parents and you should go with your parents.
I mean, that's what I'm doing.
Unless for some reason his parents are nowhere in the area
Yeah.
and he's out of town, then I think you should include him.
Yeah.
If it's serious. I mean, you don't just pick up people. This is not a holiday that you just pick up people and say, come for turkey dinner. It's not like we have certain holidays where you never would leave anybody alone.
Like Passover or like
breaking of the fast. Certain religious holidays you want to be inclusive of strangers, whatever. But Thanksgiving is really a holiday based around a family unit. And to bring somebody, what I feel is to bring somebody into that unit who's not part of it is very difficult for the person as well as the family.
Yeah.
I mean, the dynamic could be the end of a relationship. So,
well, you could also always tell them before they come over, like explain, okay, this is who this person is. Give them like a little bit of a heads up.
Well, I think I would anyway.
Yeah, even like tell them an inside joke or something so they feel like they're in it with everybody else.
Well, hopefully by the time you've been dating somebody a long enough time that you're willing to bring them home either for Christmas or Thanksgiving or Kwanzaa or whatever the holiday is, the family does know them. But there are circumstances that they don't if they live in different cities.
Yeah. If I was bringing my boyfriend home for the holidays, what do you think would be like 3 questions he should be prepped for before entering your Thanksgiving
I don't
dinner?
think anybody should be questioned at all. I think that's inappropriate. You're inviting him to enjoy a meal. He's not in front of the Nuremberg trials.
Yeah.
So I don't think anybody has a right to ask anything of the guest. He's an invited guest to enjoy the supper and to enjoy the food.
Some people's families ask questions though. Just
Well, if
naturally
they do. I don't know what kind of questions. He's not unless he's working for the FBI. What is he going to tell us? I mean, I don't really care.
Anything,
maybe about his job.
Like people could
I think
say,
people about their job.
When are you getting promoted? They could say,
I don't think that's you think that's an appropriate question?
I think these questions get asked. I think people could say,
I don't think at a holiday dinner.
They do.
Oh. Well, I hear that's
like
not right.
We're going to get to this section where people are writing in some of the things about their judgy relatives.
Well, then let's wait for that.
You will hear.
Let's wait to discuss it. I might run away from that family then.
Well, you and the rest of the family have said things that are judgmental. We're not a judge-free zone.
Yeah, no, we're judgmental because we have certain opinions.
Right.
But I don't think I'd accost somebody and ask them when they're going to have a promotion. How the hell does he know when he's going to?
Right. No, I'm just saying, like people could say.
Right. Maybe you'd say, when are you getting engaged? That might be the question that you're going to talk about.
So any of these things,
those could come up. I mean, that's just normal.
Okay. Well, we'll get to dealing with some of those, but also this. We're going to go to the Macy's Day Parade.
Oh, I hope it's not too cold, Kim. I have Uggs.
Yeah.
I have Uggs and I have a scarf. I can't wear a hat which is really what I should wear, because then my hair is a mess. Then I may as well not go. If anybody asks to take a picture, I look like a schmoo. I can't do that. But I'm excited. I always watch the parade on TV.
Yeah.
Because I do love the Macy's Day Parade.
It brings so many nostalgic
You've been
memories.
going the last few years.
No, I've only gone one time. No.
Oh, I thought you went with Dad last year.
No, I only gone once in my life when I was in high school.
No,
Yes.
You went again.
No, we were.
Didn't you go?
We were
with
invited
warmers?
last year and we couldn't go.
Oh,
because we did in the Hamptons.
Right. I must say the thing we need to get, if it's not, I'm not going if it's raining. What we need to get are those hand warmers that you can keep.
Yeah.
I want to get that.
That's a good idea.
I'll get in the drugstore.
You have to be there at 6 a.m.
Oh well, I'm up. You might not get there.
I don't think I've ever gone anywhere at 6 a.m. in my life.
Why do you have to get there so early?
I don't know. That's what they say.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't. Because the parade doesn't start. I don't think till 10
or something.
No, not 8. The balloons only start going down at 8. They don't get near Macy's till like 10 o'clock.
It's not at Macy's.
Isn't it in the front of Macy's where the
parade starts on the Upper West Side?
Yeah, but that's not where we're going.
Yes, we are.
Oh, we're going to the Upper West Side. We're not going to 34th Street.
Yeah.
Oh, that's more fun. Then we're going to see where the balloons are all going up in the air.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were going down to 34th to the store.
No.
Oh, all right. This is cool. I like this better. It's
But I
getting
don't know if
better and
everyone
better.
needs all the details, so we can.
I don't think you're right, but okay. Then we don't need
I mean,
hand
I'm right.
warmers.
Who handles all our invites?
All right, good. Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or
Or you'll definitely never make it up to 72nd
No, that's what I'm
Street.
saying.
Well, it's very easy for me. I love it.
We'll see. There's gonna be a Labubu float.
I still haven't gotten a Labubu, but I think they're opening a Labubu store on Times Square, so I might end up.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna have to go look into that.
I'm sure
I
it'll
want
still
one
be
of those.
like hard to get one even with the store.
Yeah,
But we'll see.
That's the problem.
And if you could be on any float in the parade, what would it be?
I don't know. I don't know all the floats anymore. I think the dog. I like the dog.
Snoopy?
What?
Snoopy?
I like Snoopy and Lucy. I like all that one, but there are a lot of them I like. I like the singing floats when they have the stars coming down singing the Broadway songs.
Oh, yeah.
I like to sing along.
I wonder what shows they're gonna do this year.
Oh, I don't know.
Probably new ones.
Yeah, well, I'm sure they're going to do something from Wicked. Believe me, they're going to do something.
Yeah.
You know, that's going to be, I'm sure, one of the floats. But we'll see.
Yeah, I'm
This is
excited
exciting. Now that I know I'm in a new location, I'm even more excited.
Okay. I know we're not going to do this at the Thanksgiving table, so anything you want to talk about that you are thankful for?
I'm thankful every day for my family. That's really what I'm thankful for, and for good health. And that's what I wish all our viewers as well. That's the most important thing I can send out to everybody. Just be positive. Life is good, and we have to love each other and be kinder to one another. That's the most important thing.
So well spoken. I think pretty much for me, thankful for family, how close knit we are, that we get to do this together every day. Thankful for my health as well and the health of those around me. And I think also, just like the ability to take risks and, be a free person who can like do all these amazing things and have all these opportunities and build a career. It's really exciting.
Thank America.
Okay. We're also going on Tamron Hall in December, where we're going to have advice for the holidays on there. So definitely stay tuned for that.
Date? Do we know a date?
I got to get the date.
Okay.
So I'll give everyone an update. But just ahead of Thanksgiving, before we get to see that clip about how to handle some of those harder conversation, I was thinking about 3 things you can bring up at the Thanksgiving table to just have a fun conversation.
Okay.
Either if you want to sway away from a hard question, or if you just want, if everyone's bored of talking and you just want to have fun. So I was thinking everyone could say what trend of the year they're most excited to just officially retire. So like maybe
Retire the
it's the
trend.
Labubus. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe it's carrying around those oversized water bottles. Maybe it's
Those are good. Too.
yeah, I like them. But like whatever the thing is that you're just over for the year.
I think I'm over everything.
Honestly, I'm ready for a reset.
I'm really ready for
Yeah.
a whole rethinking for the 2026.
Yeah.
I'm really ready for a clean slate. Look forward to something all new. I'm tired with the old. We're not here to impress anybody. We're just here to do some good things for the communities, and I'd like to get some new causes.
The next thing.
And I'm so happy the hostages are all out. That's my thing for the new year.
Yes. The next thing I thought was a fun one is more nostalgic. Like, what childhood toy did you beg for as a kid that you loved?
I never liked toys.
Oh,
Isn't that
see, I didn't know that about you.
Yeah, I used to have dolls. There was a very famous doll manufacturer named Madame Alexander. They were very beautiful dolls. They were sold at a store, FAO Schwartz, and they were beautiful replicas, very much in the tradition of what's the American Girl, but these were very formal dolls.
Yeah.
With
Are they
beautiful
smaller
clothes.
or no?
No, they were large. I had full-size ones. My problem was as soon as my mother or my grandfather or somebody in my family gave me one for a holiday, I cut their hair off.
I
That
don't
was
know
a
why
terrible
girls do
thing.
that.
Why was that? Why did I do that? What possessed me? They were the most beautiful dolls, and I thought about it and I actually was so funny because I knew the man, I knew the father, friend of mine's father was a manufacturer of those dolls. He
Oh.
lived right near us when we were growing up. And I told him that. He says, a lot of people cut the hair.
Yeah, people cut the hair on their dolls.
That must
I
be
don't
something
know why.
sexual or physical or something. Or
Something.
angry.
I think it's like
angry that they're so perfect.
Maybe
It could have been, especially since my hair was never perfect. So maybe that really could be why I cut the hair.
It could be an interesting test, like now that Barbie and other doll manufacturers are very aware of like
Right.
inclusivity and having like a variety of dolls, the way they look and everything. Like maybe people cut their hair less now.
It's very interesting. That would be good for me to take up. I could spend $500 for a psych on that. Why
I never cut the doll's hair. I did like always take their clothes off. So I'm sure that's something else.
That's something else. I'm telling you, the whole doll syndrome.
Yeah.
It's got a deeper meaning.
Yeah, probably. I loved the well, actually, I don't know if I should say I hated the Furby doll. It was kind of creepy. You don't
What's the
remember Furby?
No.
Oh my gosh, it was
those little.
it was like a
soft
giant
things?
hamster kind of
Oh,
looking
no, I
thing.
don't.
And I swear it had
Maybe
a
it frightened
battery.
you.
I took the battery out and it still talked.
Well, that's a freaky thing. That's like one of those sci-fi kind of.
It was
things.
weird
It's-
and it smelled weird.
Oh, forget
So I didn't love that. Tamagotchis I played with, like Razor scooters. I had one of those.
Yeah, but I think every generation has a toy that they like.
But it's fun to go around the table and everyone can kind of share
Okay.
a memory.
All right, that's a good idea.
Also, people can go around the table and say their favorite TV show of the year or that they're watching
That's
right
always
now.
good, right.
That's always a fun conversation.
I'm running out. Come on, Amazon, bring me some more murder mysteries.
So yeah, I feel like those are just things to bring up
Right.
at the table. Could be fun.
It's like Nary.
Yes. Okay, let's move on to the drama club. So have you heard of Meadow Lane?
Oh my gosh, I myself am watching that. You've got to go down and see what the food is. It didn't look.
Wait,
that-
how do you know? Because you scroll on social
I
media.
saw on social media these two guys that I follow.
It's one guy.
Well, Eric, yeah.
No, this guy named Sammy.
No. But
Oh.
it's people on social media have
Okay.
been going into the store,
Oh,
coming
okay,
out with
okay.
big bags of food, and they were eating the chili, they were eating the tacos, they're carrying on. So it's definitely, I'm going down there when I come
Well,
back. They
if
say
you
there's
want to wait
line.
on a 5-hour line.
And it's really
Here's the
it's a gourmet.
situation.
It's a gourmet shop. It's nothing any different than any other gourmet shop.
Yeah, here's the situation. So, for those who don't know, Meadow Lane is a gourmet grocer, and it
Downtown
opened in Tribeca.
which is the ritziest area of New York at this particular in 2025.
So this guy Sammy, for the last like year, 2 years, I don't even know, he's been documenting every step of opening this on TikTok.
Oh.
And I've been following for a while, and he's been doing taste tests and showing his whole process, including delays. So it was meant to open like a while now. And
gosh.
people were like, I don't believe that this is a real place.
It's very pretty. I saw inside pictures of it.
Yes. So he turned it all into a storyline. And on his
for him.
account, he kind of got like a cult following of people who were following this journey way before the doors even opened this past weekend.
He'll make a fortune.
And the behind the scenes and everything. So by launch day, people were so invested in this story.
Right, of course.
That there were hours long lines because its popularity almost entirely came
And
from
it's all young people.
social
It's young-
media
exactly.
momentum.
And it's young people.
And it shows like the power of non-traditional marketing.
Of
Really
course.
like how social media, now he is going to make a ton of money. He can barely keep up, he's saying.
Yeah, they were
and
raving about the stuff. It's a glorified market with very, very
Prepared
good prepared
foods.
foods. And I'm wishing
Healthy.
him well. I think it's very exciting.
I like, good for him. I definitely want to go, but I'm like,
Where is it exactly?
it's in
Tribeca?
Tribeca. It's
Okay.
I can
I
get
have
the
to-
address
all right,
for you.
maybe I'm going to try it when we go home for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I would wait in line with you, but like maybe we have to go on an off hour.
Yeah, and we don't have to go at 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock in the morning. But if you go around 10,
Maybe like
after-
midweek,
Yeah.
not
No, not weekends.
weekend.
Not weekends.
So we got to figure that out.
Okay.
And then for the grandma report this week, I thought we could talk about Delish posted some retro dishes that are making a comeback. So I thought we can go through some, see if you
Okay, let's
remember
see it.
them, and then we can make one later.
Well, not now. We'll
Not
make it, Why don't
today.
we do it next week for Thanksgiving?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay, do you know what an ambrosia salad is?
Yes, it's with grapefruit.
It's like fruit, yeah.
Yeah.
Coconut.
Actually, my dad liked that. It's very light and refreshing.
Okay. That's
good.
making come back at holiday dinners, apparently.
Okay. All right.
Chex Mix.
Yeah. Okay, that's just the cereal they throw in a bowl and you eat it when you're watching the ball game.
Right. But I haven't like eaten that.
Well,
in a
I don't
while.
really love Chex Mix, but people eat it all the time.
Yeah.
We have it here in Florida, all in little bags. People eat it around when they're playing bridge. So I don't think that ever went out.
Probably not. Cheese ball bites.
That I don't like, and I remember them.
Okay.
They're almost like Fritos, but not.
Oh yeah, that's what
too
it looks like in this
Yeah.
picture, like
They're-
crunchy on the
yeah.
outside.
No, I don't like that cheese balls.
Okay, corn casserole.
I love that. My mother used to make a delicious one.
That's a good side for Thanksgiving.
Yes, delicious.
So did we?
But I
make
don't think
that
they ever.
before?
I don't think these ever went out. It's just
These are not popular
they're
things.
not popular
Like
because it's labor intensive. You have to cook the corn, take it off the cob.
Maybe.
You know, it's
it's
what
also
it
not the
is.
healthiest, probably.
Well, it's not that it's not healthy. It's fattening. So people who are watching their weight don't tend to want to make casseroles.
Garlic herb wedge salad,
Well, I don't like that. I'm not a lover of garlic herb.
fondue mashed potatoes,
I don't like that either. But I guess I love mashed
palm
potatoes.
aligote, super creamy.
Okay.
Thanksgiving Cobb salad with like
Cranberries.
turkey in the salad, sweet potatoes, pecans, cranberries,
That's delicious. That
cream
sounds good.
spinach. I eat that still.
Yeah, I eat that all the time.
It is kind of nostalgic though. You don't really see that on a typical menu.
Cream spinach?
Yeah.
The steak restaurants. you do.
Steakhouses, yeah.
Steakhouses, you see it. That and popovers.
Okay, I'm gonna scroll through because it's a longer list. They have your sweet potatoes with the marshmallow on
Okay,
here.
well, that has to be. Everybody's table has to have that.
Do you know what fondue bites are?
No, because we never really ate fondue at Thanksgiving.
Oh,
so
it's
that maybe.
it's from the 70s.
Well, I
don't
was
know.
born in I was having Thanksgiving in the 70s, but we never. Fondue is also complicated because you have to have those fondue burners and all that stuff at
Right.
the table. So that's a specialty.
Okay, so we're gonna try one of them out. We'll decide
Okay.
which one later.
Okay.
Okay, let's move on to the Ask Grandma Anything.
Now, this is going to be family issues.
These are, so my prompt was, I wanted people to write in talking about their judgy relatives and how to deal with them from our opinion, especially around Thanksgiving.
Okay.
So someone said how to respond to the classic, so when are you having kids?
Well, I don't think that's an appropriate question. I really
None of
don't.
these are going to be appropriate, but they ask them, like family asks
If it's,
them.
well, I think it's actually impolite. And if family does do it, it's very hurtful because sometimes they can't have children. So I think that is not a question that should be brought up at a table.
And if it is, how do you respond?
Say, I'm really not really going to talk about that now. I would just cut it down.
Yeah.
I would cut it out.
So that one's
It's not
okay to
worth-
just openly shut it down.
I would shut it down. I would shut it down. There's too many people are older. There are all kinds of complexities in relationships. I don't think that warrants a conversation. I don't think most people bring that up anymore.
Okay. My mother-in-law always asks my 26-year-old son if he has a girlfriend yet, which he
Really?
does not.
Well, I don't think there's anything wrong. She's interested in what he's doing. I asked my grandson if he's got a girlfriend.
But
or
do
if
you
he's
think
going
it's
out.
like they feel like they're disappointing you because they have to say no again?
No, they're just he's busy. They're busy with their work. They haven't found anybody that they want to have as a girlfriend. But it would be, I don't think it would be right not to ask, "How's your social life? How's this?"
Interesting.
I think it's part of their relationship to know what they're doing. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
So maybe just saying like, no, but I'll update you when I do.
Well, I think that's a rude answer.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so how
That's
about
too
like
curt.
Okay.
Say, Grandma,
no,
I'll tell you.
No,
or-
because like I've been so busy with work and da da da
Right,
da da.
right.
But like I'll tell you, of course, when it happens.
Okay.
Okay. My mom always brings up my lack of a college degree every year. I adore her, but please help.
Well, she feels badly that you don't have it. And for some reason, I don't think in today's world, to be very truthful, kudos to you. If you've got a good job, you probably don't need it. So I think it was overvalued in your mom's era. I don't think it's as the same now. You're better off probably learning something about AI, so don't worry about it. And say, Mom, times have changed. I don't need it, unless you do need it. And if you do need it, you should go back to a community college and get some kind of 2-year degree. And you can do that at night. You can do it on weekends. It's not a full-time job anymore. They make things very easy now to get a degree, if it matters to your lifestyle.
Okay, how to handle people who interrupt and one up your story anytime you talk.
Oh, that's just family dynamics. What are you going to do?
Yeah, I mean, if you really can't get a word out and it's obscene, you could say, like, guys, I'm telling a story.
Exactly.
Like, wait a second.
Exactly. That's a perfect answer.
Okay, my sister telling me my daughter's dress for her son's wedding is not dressy enough.
Okay. So then she has to make an adjustment. If it matters to your sister that the dress is not dressy enough, and she might have to pay for it because she's already laid out money for a specific dress. So if it matters really to the party, say, listen, I would love to buy my niece a different dress that would be a little more formal. Would you mind? I'd go shopping. Let's go shopping, the three of us. But make it lighthearted. Don't make it, like a criticism.
But for her, since it's her sister telling her,
but it's her son. It's her.
Right. It's her daughter's dress. Could she say, like, well, she already bought a dress, but if you really want her to wear something different, like, take her shopping?
Well, don't say it like that. But say, I mean, you're very sharp, Kim. I don't think you talk to a family member like, say, why don't we all go together and we'll see if we can get her something a little dressier. She could always wear the other, and maybe she can return the other. Maybe she hasn't worn it yet.
Okay.
So I think we just have to, it might not be that important. If the sister gets very insulted, say, okay, then you know what? I just think she'd be more comfortable. You always put it back. Maybe she would feel more comfortable in a little dressier dress.
Yeah. Okay. So this person said they always get asked, what house projects have you done? But then they said, the house was expensive, so it's slow.
Yeah, well, it's very expensive now, and people don't have extra money.
But I guess they're asking her questions like, why isn't this done? Why isn't that done?
Well, you know what? That's none of their business unless they want to chip in and start helping you hang curtains and do your upholstery on your chairs. I mean, it's ridiculous. Everybody's short on time, short on money now, and it's not a time to be critical. Now, sometimes there could be work that's very slow, and they're working on it, and you can say, can I help out? Is there anything I can do? If you're not going to be constructive, I don't see the reason to criticize.
Yeah, totally agree.
I mean, it's more about, can I pitch in rather than say, oh, this isn't done yet. What did that accomplish?
I don't know.
I think people, they mean well, but they don't think it through. I think families have to understand.
Because there's no boundary.
Most families don't have filters.
Yeah.
And if they do have filters, then nothing really is ever said, which is very often the case of families that hold everything in and never express. So there's a happy medium between not ever talking about a problem and talking too much about a problem. Right. It's somehow navigating that middle road, Kim.
Speaking of that, like, criticism, this one we got a few times, like, when they keep making comments about my weight.
Oh, well, that's bad.
Yeah, and, like, people have weird stuff with food, and sometimes they take it out on you. Well,
that's all. I blame this on, this is another thing with social media. This is my other problem.
No, but like older people have issues with food.
Well, people have because they have body image.
Yeah.
And you know what? It is what it is. If somebody is obese and for health reasons,
it's rarely that.
But now today, with all these, what are they called? GL somethings, all these drugs, Wegovy or whatever, Ozempic, I don't even know the names.
But that's not what's going on. It's like, I've had this so many times by you guys.
What?
I'm sure it'll happen when we go to dinner tonight with buffets. I'll put a few things on my plate, and you guys will all say, why are you eating so much?
In York, I'm going to say something right now. This is going on camera, so it's edited. Everybody out there can say, does somebody need a salad and a piece of salmon?
But it's not on you to tell me what to eat.
But then, all right, you're probably correct. But then the next day you can't say I'm bloated. Because it's not bloat. It's the double salad and the protein you just put on top of the salad.
Yeah.
So I think if you're going to complain, then we have a right to interject. If it doesn't bother you, then nobody's going to say anything.
Okay.
But you're constantly talking about, oh, my pants are too tight.
Okay, fine.
Your pants are too tight because of the chocolate cake.
Fine. Fair.
Okay.
But I also think for a lot of people, they're not seeing their families or complaining about it, and they're still getting the comments like, oh, you look 5 pounds heavier.
I don't think they pick.
Yes, they do.
Well, you know what? Then they'll have to say, well, maybe I like it. I don't know what the answer is. I find it
like, could you be like, oh, okay, well, you're looking really nice. Or like just like how
I
do
would
you?
rather not lie. So I would rather not lie. So if I see their stomach hanging out over their
No, about
pants,
like if someone says, "Oh, it looks like you've gained 5 pounds," could you just say back to them like, "Oh, well, you're looking great."
no, I don't think it warrants a comment. What are you going to say?
Like, what do you say back then?
say? Yeah, I guess I have put on a little weight on.
No.
Well,
No.
but maybe you did put on the 5 pounds. So it's.
Can you just be like, "Oh, I didn't notice. I'm feeling
okay,
fine."
all right. But you do notice. That's the problem. Most people, when they're at that stage, it's one thing if you're very, very heavy or very, very thin. But somehow when you're in the middle, you know one way or the other that your pants don't fit or your skirt is a little
But
tight.
still, like, why is it
But
a
I don't know
group
why anybody has to.
conversation?
I don't
Yeah.
know. That to me, that's unnecessary. Especially when you're sitting down and having cranberry
Right.
sauce, sweet potatoes, corn souffle, and
Like,
turkey.
Right. Everyone
That you
should feel
can't
good
buy.
about loading up on this day, and that's
Exactly.
like being thankful for this meal and being with family
Exactly.
and all that. But
Okay.
that's our 2 cents. Let's finish with the game of should we bring it back? On more formal Thanksgiving traditions. So, like, should we bring back dressing up formally for Thanksgiving
Yeah,
dinner?
not formally, but dressing up. Yes.
Okay, but not like suit and tie.
No, I don't think anybody wears a tie anymore. The poor tie business is gone. So it's only if you're going to a bank for a meeting.
Okay, assigned seating at the table.
Oh, well, that depends. If people don't know each other, if they're different families merging, then I would definitely do assigned seats. But if it's just your family, I don't think it's necessary.
I'm trying to think if Mom did it last year.
I don't know.
No phones at the table rule.
Well, I think phones should never be brought to the table unless you're a doctor on call.
I feel like on Thanksgiving you probably shouldn't have it out, but I also don't think everyone has to make the announcement, leave your phones in the other room. Like,
Well, I hate when people are eating dinner with family and they're looking down at their phones. I just think that's discourteous.
yeah, but sometimes it's relevant to like if someone's like, "Oh, I wonder what this
the ball
fact
game.
is."
Yeah.
No, not even that. Like, what if we're having a conversation and like it'd be helpful to get your phone out to Google something.
No, I don't think it's necessary at the table. You can do it after dinner.
Okay, and live in confusion. Everyone bringing one homemade dish.
That's very nice if the hostess likes that. You have to check because sometimes a hostess likes to make her own meal. I think you can always bring a bottle of wine to the table or tell her you'd like to bring a pie or something like that. But I think the main course, unless it's a family tradition that everybody brings something, I think you have to ask the hostess. That's a very individual how she sets up her table. Or
Okay.
he sets up his table.
And how about writing thank you notes to the host after Thanksgiving?
I don't think that's necessary. I think you either text or call and
Yeah.
say, I had a great time. This is not a formal affair.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're at somebody else's, by the way, though,
Oh.
if you're at a newlywed's in-laws or somebody who you don't know that well and you are invited to the occasion, absolutely.
Or like a family friend's house or whatever.
Absolutely, a card is or a very elaborate text should be sent
Yeah.
the next day.
Like send flowers the next day or
Well,
something.
whatever.
Or bring wine with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just nice.
Yeah. Okay. Hope everyone has the most wonderful Thanksgiving. We will be thinking of all of you because we feel like you're part of our family. So maybe we should leave an extra seat for the Excuse My Grandma community at our table.
We'll leave a chair.
We'll leave a chair. Hope everyone has an amazing time. We're not going to have an episode next week on Thanksgiving.
Well,
so
because we're going to be at the parade with Snoopy and Doopy.
we're going to be having a busy day. So hopefully you have already listened to this one or you'll be listening to it on Thanksgiving if not. And we will see you soon.